Hells Angels banned because of gang affiliation or designation. That's one of the stories coming up. I guess that they were on a run, and there's this law up in Canada where if you got a gang designation, you can't go into these type of establishments. We actually seen this in Sturgis, where the cops were threatening liquor license of casinos and bars. This is a real issue, not only in Canada, but the United States. But with the United States, they go underneath. You know what I mean? They try to skirt our Bill of Rights and Constitution. And, you know, this is for the naysayers of MCs out there. You're a bunch of schmucks. Because when this starts happening to another U.S. citizen, no matter what you think of that organization, it's going to come back and bite you straight in the ass. You know what? It always makes me laugh when I see these type of comments on a lot of the YouTube videos about, well, they're gang, screw them, or, you know, they're no good. You know what? They're regular American citizens like you that have the same rights as you afforded to them by the Constitution. And when you start jumping on the government bandwagon, you watch, it's going to come bite you in the ass. We're going to go to our first story today. We're going to talk about that and go over what I'm talking about later on in the show about this thing. But just remember that, man. Just remember that. Let's go over to the 6th annual Memorial Motorcycle Run set for Poughkeepsie. Hell if I know, but yeah. Biker run in conjunction with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, which is always a good thing, taking place in Poughkeepsie. David D'Angelo of LaGrangerville passed away back in 2013 at the age of 62. A 35-year member of the Steam Fitters and Sprinklers Local 669. David was an avid Giants and Mets fan. Well, you know, everybody does have their, you know, stuff, their faults. You know, I'm a Cubby fan. He loved the golf, riding his motorcycle, enjoyed the river. He was also a member of the Pirate Canoe Club, and he also loved the Arlington Grill and was member of the Arlington Grill Hall of Fame. Now, the run is David D'Angelo Foundation presents the 6th annual Memorial Run. It's going to be Saturday, July 30th, starting at the Arlington Bar and Grill at 770 Main Street in Poughkeepsie, New York. Registration is $25 per person, $15 a passenger, taking place from 6 to 11, with kickstands up at 11:30. The party moves over to the Pirate Canoe Club at 140 Rivercrest Road in Poughkeepsie, from noon to that. And it's going to be there's going to be a Rolling Stones tribute and all that good stuff, but it is being held in conjunction with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Rock on. Then we got another one here, LHBR 4th annual benefit ride at the South Side Harley Davidson. And this is a fundraising event for a nonprofit rescue organization. It is, we save many dogs that would otherwise be euthanized, neglected, or worse. The ride goes from Southside Harley to Lockhart Cadillac in Greenwood, then to the Crowbar in Trafalgar, and ends at White's Inn in Whiteland. Then we're going to go over here to the Speedway Bike Night, August 16th at Daredevil Brewing Company. It says come out on August 16th from 6 to 10. Enjoy another Speedway Bike Night at Daredevil Brewing. Tacos and tequila on Main Food Truck, and Daredevil will provide great food and beer. Music's going to be performed at the party. I guess it's going to be from 7 to 9. New this year will be a Speedway bike show where the first 10 bikes compete for People's Choice by cash donations with great prizes for the winner, and all donations going to the local charity. Tanya Isaac Foundation. Rock on. That one again at the Daredevil Brewing Company. We got an update here. This one has been going for a while, actually, out of KWTX.com. Waco attorney Seth Sutton wants to assist in his own defense in murder for hire scheme trial. Wasn't this the one where he's part of a mouse club or something? I don't know. Going on, Waco attorney Seth Sutton, who alleges he was ensnared in a murder for hire scheme by a rogue undercover officer. Now, we all know they got rogue undercover officers down in Waco. They're a bunch of schmucks in Waco. Is asking the judge presiding over his case to allow him to participate as a defense attorney at his trial next month. His trial is on a solicitation of capital murder charges is set for August 14 in Waco's 19th State District Court, with visiting Judge Roy Sparkman presiding. And if anybody knows anything about Waco, how many problems have we had down there? You know, you had the Twin Peaks one, and then you had the Waco compound in the 90s. Not the best of places down there. In recent motions filed in the case, Sutton's attorney Clinton Broden, I believe he was actually involved in one of the cases in 2015, but don't quote me on that, is asking Sparkman to allow Sutton to participate in his defense in the form of a hybrid representation. Sparkman was appointed to hear the case after 19th State District Judge Thomas West recused himself. Sutton, who remains free on bond and continues to practice law, is charged with trying to hire a Waco police undercover officer to kill Waco attorney Marcus Bruden, who is charged with sexually abusing one of Sutton's family members. Sutton's co-defendant in the alleged murder for hire plot, the ex-wife Kelsey Turritt, was killed in a motorcycle accident in Hayes County in 2021. The undercover infiltrated Sutton's Red Mouse. There it is, the Red Mouse Cult Motorcycle Club. And Broden alleges in pretrial motions that the officer took advantage of Sutton's friendship and pressed Seth to verbalize his fantasy of killing his. And this is, you know what, this is you can believe that with a cop. You really can. It's just like when they try to do these undercover stings with clubs. Actually, nobody's committing a crime. It's them that brings it up and puts it in everybody's head. I seriously believe that. In a notice filed last week by Assistant Attorney General Patrick Sloan, alerting the defense of potential impeachment material, Sloan outlined the officer's apparent refusal to terminate the investigation. The notice said the officer was made an official patched member of the motorcycle club on May 13, 2020, 2 days after the third and final directive to suspend the operation. This was done without permission and without knowledge of his chain of command. Oh, yeah, dude's friggin' dirty. Dude's friggin' dirty. I don't know why the hell the prosecution ain't dropping the damn case. Anyway, main story today, Hell's Angels visit to Banff uneventful. Yeah, they even cover this type of stuff out of the Mountain View today. The objective of the operation was to maintain public safety, they always say that, and public confidence through a visible police presence. Now you just want to be jackasses. Proactive engagement with the Hells Angels members and enforcement and federal and provincial statutes. It goes on to say they were on their best behavior during a recent visit to Banff, but 5 members of the outlaw motorcycle gang were slapped with tickets for blowing through stop signs. Yeah, I doubt that. And red lights. On the weekend of July 15th through the 16th, the RCMP led a joint forces operation with the Gang Enforcement Unit, known as the Integrated Gang Enforcement Team, as well as the Calgary Police Service. The Mounties, who were supported by the RCMP from throughout the southern Alberta district, had a strong police presence downtown. And members of the Hells Angels, most from various chapters in Quebec, and some Alberta chapter members as well were banned from local licensed establishments as allowed under provincial law. The objective of the operation was to maintain public safety, public confidence, blah, 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 blah. That from the RCMP. But if you think it's just a problem up in Canada, it's a problem down here in the United States as well. Again, they always try to skirt everybody's constitutional rights. People always laugh about motorcycle profiling. Well, the truth of the matter is independents get profiled more than club members do. So think about that next time you go around saying gang this, the gang that. Well, people are now being banned from places up in Canada for having a gang designation, and that happens here in the U.S. as well. Wait till your Elks organization gets banned from doing stuff because they get hit with a gang designation. Sometimes people are morons. They really are. We're going to go to the second half of the show right now with China Doll. Don't forget to get over there. It's going to be a good one. Rock on. Join the Insane Throttle Members Only Club on YouTube or Spotify and receive exclusive content. Your membership in the Throttle Club helps keep the show going strong.
Is an in-depth look at the trials and tribulations of street gang and motorcycle club life. This isn't the run-of-the-mill book that doesn't give the goods. This book will go into detail of events that actually happened. All materials in this book have been approved by those involved. There is nothing poetic, nor is there any price worth paying for the life we choose to live on the streets. James Hollywood Machikari, Brotherhood and Betrayal.
Introducing the all-new service from Insane Throttle, Motorcycle Madhouse Radio. 24/7 and nothing but the best in 80s till today rock and metal, baby. And here's an added bonus. You can now listen to Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Show with Hollywood and China Doll live on the air. Go to motorcyclemadhouse.com and bookmark the radio station and get down with the king of bikers.